Hello friends, this video on electric circuits part 3 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Please make sure that you have watched part 1 and 2 before going ahead with part 3. We will discuss the direction of current flow in a bit more detail. As I told you that current always flow from cathode to anode. Now in physics there is no specific or no generalized statement that cathode is the positive electrode or cathode is the negative electrode. Sometimes cathode can behave as a positive electrode, sometimes cathode can even act as a negative electrode. So in physics, we generally define the current flow in terms of cathode and anode. We say that current will always flow from cathode, right? No matter that end is positive or negative. So how do we remember this? Here is a memory tip for you. For example, this is your battery. So here you can see a group of ants which are entering the battery. So that means the terminal of the battery through which the ants enter, that is through which the currents enter, is the anode. So A for ants and A for anode. So that means ants are entering inside the battery, and what are they doing? They are entering inside the battery and forcefully pushing the cat to come out of the battery from the other end. So that means the terminal of the battery from which the cat comes out or the current comes out is the cathode, right? So there is no specific positive or negative. Let us not talk about a specific positive and a specific negative. It is better to remember it this way, because when we talk of charging and recharging, charging and discharging of a battery, you again might get confused. That is why it is advisable that you remember it in this way, that current will always flow from cathode, that is the terminal of the battery from which the current comes out is the cathode. So ants entering the battery, that is anode, and cat coming out of the battery, that is the cathode, right? So I hope this memory tip will help you to remember that current always flow from cathode to anode, right? Okay, so now let us look at, you must be wondering, why is it so confusing to talk about direction of current flow from cathode to anode or anode to cathode? That's because when we talk of charging of a cell and discharging of a cell, we see some weird facts coming up which confuse people. Now let us look at the charging and discharging processes in case of a cell. So how will we determine the direction of current? So we will take two small examples. But the universal statement even now is current always flow from cathode to anode, no matter whatever that terminal may be. So let us first look at discharging of a cell. What do I mean by discharging of a cell? That means you have a cell which you have already charged before, right? So the cell has charge in it. Now you use that cell in a circuit to provide EMF to the circuit. So now the cell is charged, now it will use its stored charge to provide current in a circuit. So let us suppose I have a cell, right? This is a battery. Say this is the positive terminal and this is the negative terminal, okay? So let us suppose that I have connected this battery in a circuit. I have some external resistance R. So how will the current flow? The current will flow in this way, right? So what is happening here? The current is flowing from the positive terminal towards the negative terminal. So that means current is flowing from cathode, this is cathode, to anode, right? So what do you see here? Here your cathode is positive. But just now I told you that sometimes it also happens that cathode is not the positive terminal. So let us look at that scenario. Let us now look at the charging of a cell. What do you mean by charging of a cell? How do you charge a cell? You charge a cell with the help of a battery charger. So to charge a cell, you need a charger, right? So what do? You connect the positive terminal of the cell to the positive terminal of the battery charger, and you connect the negative terminal of the cell to the negative terminal of the battery charger. So that is the process of charging a cell. Now let us suppose here, instead of a battery charger, now here let us suppose that this cell was of 2 volts. It had an EMF of 2 volts. Now you must be wondering what is EMF, because I haven't discussed that yet. Don't worry, I will talk about EMF in the next slide. Now let us suppose I take the same cell of 2 volts. Now I take another bigger cell of 5 volts. Say this is the positive terminal, this is the negative terminal. This is the positive terminal and this is the negative terminal. Now what do? I connect the positive terminal of this 2 volt cell to the positive terminal of the 5 volt cell, and I connect the negative terminal of the 2 volt cell to the negative terminal of the 5 volt cell. So now what will happen? How will the current flow in this case? So in this case, what will happen? Since this is a bigger cell, right? So therefore, this cell will dominate. So the current will flow from the positive terminal of this cell, and this current will go through this cell and come out of this cell. Now, when you look at it, look at this particular cell now, the 2 volt cell. What is happening? The current is leaving the 2 volt cell at this terminal. And what did I tell you? That current always flows from cathode. That means the terminal at which the current is leaving, that terminal should be cathode, right? So in this case, what is happening? The cathode is the negative terminal for the same cell. So for the same 2 volt cell, here cathode was the positive terminal from where the current was coming out. In this case, the current is coming out of the negative terminal. Why is it so? Because in this case, this 2 volt cell is not providing current to the circuit. This 2 volt cell is getting charged with the help of the current which is provided by the 5 volt cell. So in this case, instead of the battery charger, I have used this bigger cell, that is the 5 volt cell. Similarly, when we use a battery charger, what do? We connect the positive terminal of the battery charger to the positive terminal of the cell, and the negative terminal of the charger to the negative terminal of the cell. So in that case, the current flows from positive terminal to the negative terminal through the electrodes, right? So which is opposite to what happens during discharging, right? So you understood that how the flow of current varies during charging and discharging of a cell. This is the reason why I told you that, because I have seen that 90% of the students, what they do, they memorize this fact that current always flows from cathode to anode, and cathode is always the positive terminal and anode is always the negative terminal. But this is not true always, because the exception to that always is the phenomenon of the charging of a cell. So many people also learn that charging of a cell is an exception to this. But it is better that instead of remembering it in this way, you understand it in this generalized form. You understand it in this way, that current will always flow from cathode to anode. So the terminal from which the current comes out of the battery, that is your cathode always, whether it is discharging of a cell or it is charging of a cell. So there is nothing like cathode has to be positive always or cathode has to be negative always, right? So I hope I made my point clear. And also, friends, I would like to tell you something which is very important, that do not get confused with cathode anode in your chemistry with the cathode anode which we study in physics. However, cathode anode remains the same in chemistry and physics, but the way we define a cathode and anode is different in chemistry than in physics. In chemistry, we define an electrode as a cathode or anode depending on which kind of reaction takes place there, whether it is an oxidation reaction or a reduction reaction. But in physics, we are not much bothered about the reactions, the chemical reactions which are taking place at the electrodes. We are bothered about electric current. So we define cathode and anode in terms of electric current. The terminal from which the electric current comes out, that is the cathode, and the other terminal is the anode. So that was another point. So I hope that I am able to explain you that how does current flow in a cell, right? Thank you. Please visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thank you once again.